All right, listen, whatever happens today, you are not going to get hung out to dry, okay?
Me worry? See that over there? Insurance.
Only if it comes down to that, okay?
Yeah. We might have to screen this tape for the board. Hayward will probably retaliate if we do.
We can deal with that. I'm more concerned about Liza.
No. I'm not talking about Liza. I'm talking about you. He might come after you.
You know something? I've been running away from this for so long. Maybe it's time I turned around and faced the music.
No. Joan of Arc's heroics. Okay? All right? Let's just wait and see what happens first.
I have one request.
Sure.
I need a hug.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a sin.
Oh, okay. You look very nice.
Sorry to interrupt, but some of the board members are out in the corridor. We'll be starting soon.
I was wondering if it's okay for me to stay.
Well, it's liable to become rather unpleasant.
I understand. I'm just so intricately involved in this case.
Is that all right with you, Jake?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're welcome to stay.
Thank you.
So, how you doing?
I'm ready.
You realize, of course, that once the members come through that door, I will be officially acting as chief of staff at this hospital.
I know, Dad.
But right now, speaking as your father, I want you to know I believe in you. I think you're a fine doctor. And I'm very proud of you. I just hope this thing works out all right.
It will, Dad. Thank you.
Did you find the proof you were looking for?
Yeah, let's just say that I think I have what I need to clear my name.
Meaning?
Meaning, be prepared for anything.
No, Marian, bad girl, bad. Oh, don't you touch me, you beast.
Huh?
How dare you? Try to do that with me again?
But last night...
was one heck of a strategic move on my part. You see, I was on a mission, and now my daughter is free from the likes of you forever.
What did I do to your daughter?
I can't believe it. I always knew you were a dreadful human being, but to go to bed with your own mother-in-law and have no remorse about it? Adam Chandler, you are low. I mean, you are base to the bone.
Oh. But I...
No, there are no words. Don't speak. No excuses for what went on under the sheets last night. Over and over again. Oh, I can't even think about it. I just want you to know that your hold over Liza is history. And don't even think about trying to cut her off without a penny, or I will bring you down personally, Adam Chandler. I swear to it. Oh, magnificence. My name is Adam.
And I'm Stuart.
Those decent dry martinis out of the question, huh? Oh, right, never mind. Specialty of the house. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Just bring me a bourbon neat, okay? Oh, Opal. Thank God you're there. It's me, Marion. Listen, I gotta see you right away. No, it can't wait, darling. Now listen to me. I'm at a place, a 24-hour place called The Pit. Yes, it's kind of a roadhouse. Okay, Opal, it's kind of a dump. but I've got to see you right away. It's on Route 9. It's around... Yes, that's exactly where it is, okay? Could you please get here fast before I'm overcome by the smell of stale smoke and other odors? Oh, thank you, darling. I really need you. Bye. Thank you. Bartender, let's not waste any more time. Just bring me the entire bottle, okay?
Whatever this little mama wants, Big Daddy's gonna cover it. That and a whole lot more.
Just make that hemlock straight up, why don't you?
I like a babe who can knock 'em back. I bet you could really knock me back home.
That's one of the worst come-ons I have ever heard in my entire life. Has it ever worked?
On classy dames like you all the time. And the answer to the first question is, my best comes later.
Well, listen to this. Unless you want your 18 wheels flattened permanently, you better get your behind back to your table right now before I rip your tongue out and hang it on my rearview mirror.
Can't blame a guy for trying.
Oh, can't I, though? Bartender, where's my gentleman from Kentucky?
Here he is. Sorry about Wally. He's a good guy, really. A little rough around the edges.
Him? Please. I have just been with a real man.
Boys. Stuart, what are you doing in my bed? Why are you wearing my pajamas?
I feel like I'm in the Three Bears.
What?
How's Haley and Mateo?
Haley's doing fine. Mateo, we don't know yet. You didn't answer my question. Why are you here?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, I have to shower and change and get back to the hospital. You can explain it to me while I'm getting ready. You do have an explanation for this, I assume.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. I'll sure try.
Marian. Thank God.
Can I get you something?
Yeah, a cup of hot tea and a towel. I had no idea. Is this one of your haunts? I had to find an out-of-the-way location of what, to troll for truckers? Oh, please. Well, I mean, we could have met at the museum cafe. I couldn't have got this into the museum cafe, correct? Yeah, looks like you've had a little too much of it. No, I haven't. I haven't. Because I'm still feeling devastation, mortification, and utter shame. Oh, for the love of Pete. Oh, is this the Adam plot? What did he do? Did he smash your car or throw you out on your keister? You could probably press charges. No. I got what I wanted. The incriminating shot. Oh, yeah. And then something. What, he only found out afterwards, so that's when he, smashed your camera and kicked you out? No. Awful. I was there all night. I just got here when I called you this morning. Well, he locked you in the attic, held you captive? What? We made love. We made mad, passionate love. All night. And it was beyond rapture. Oh my God. Beyond rapture. You're too late, honey. Bring me a glass. A clean one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy.
Stuart, if you're going to stay there all day, I have Winifred clean around you. She has her hands full as it is.
Why?
Well, surely you remember last night's videotaping.
Oh, yeah. Last night.
I wanted Liza to understand the true value of what we have together. So I took the Ming vase, and I threw it to the floor and broke it into 1,000,000 pieces. Oh, Adam, that was a rare piece. Yes, that was the point. I want her to realize the value of what we have as opposed to the value of this, all of this stuff. She has this. She's had this. She wants more. She wants me. She wants my love. She wants my caring. And she has it now. That's what I want her to know. She has it all. All of it. As we knelt on the floor, and she tried pathetically to put the shards of that broken vase back together, I think she realized, for an instant, she truly realized that what we have, our life, our love, our marriage, can be put back together. That's great, Adam. Then what happened? Nothing. She must have had something better to do, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Now you're keeping me... I have to shave. You're keeping me from getting ready, Stuart. I have to go back to the hospital.
Joe, I feel so sorry for you and Ruth. It must be awful seeing things come to this.
Enid, things haven't come to anything just yet. Would you like... Well, I guess we don't have time for coffee. Excuse me, everyone. In the interest of time, perhaps we could get this underway. Everyone would take a seat.
Where's David?
He's probably on the first stagecoach out west.
Wherever he is, I'm sure he's up to something.
Dr. Martin, Dr. Doyle.
Well, thank you all for coming here this morning. I think we should get right down to it. We all know why we're here. At the conclusion of this meeting, we will decide, based on the written testimonials of the parties involved and also on the input here today, whether or not to rescind Dr. Jake Martin's residency. Now, our decision will be final and irrevocable. Does everyone understand that?
I would like to emphasize to the members of the board that there are no eyewitnesses and there is no hard evidence to support the allegation that Dr. Martin administered the wrong medication.
Oh, Joe, you know we're all in deep sympathy for your position, but you've got to understand there is more at stake here than your son's career.
Here we go.
Pine Valley Hospital has only just barely escaped a very lengthy and very public lawsuit.
Adam Chandler withdrew all charges, Enid.
Well, we were lucky. But word leaks out, and rumors frighten people. So while I have the deepest sympathy for Dr. Martin here, Pine Valley Hospital must not be made to pay for his mistake.
Enid, there's no proof that he did make a mistake. I mean, you're already judging him.
Nobody's done anything of the sort, Joe. We haven't made any decisions. Enid, you're out of order.
Well, it's better to be out of order than out of business. If people lose faith in Pine Valley Hospital, we will not be able to get grants or money or funding, or we'll lose patients.
Yes, that point is valid, Enid, but you're still out of order.
And I'm fully aware that this hospital needs to remain competitive and financially viable, and also that other hospitals are folding every day.
Joe, we're not questioning your administrative abilities. You're bringing Dr. Hayward on board was a stroke of genius. No doubt our cardiology department will receive nationwide attention because of him. And of course, we're grateful to Dr. Hayward for discovering the mistake in Adam Chandler's medication. I was expecting to see him. Has anyone seen him?
He's probably out trying to figure himself out of this situation.
I haven't seen him all morning.
Yes, well, some medical emergency, I'm sure.
All right, use the tape. I don't care about David's revenge.
Now, if we could proceed. Dr. Martin,
Yes.
Would you care to make your statement now?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. I'll make this brief. I'm innocent. Although the circumstantial evidence points to me, I didn't do it. I did not administer or inject norepinephrine into Adam Chandler's intravenous line. I did give him heparin, which was the prescribed drug. I gave it in the proper dosage at the proper time as the chart of the patient will indicate. Furthermore, if I made such an error, I would have stepped forward immediately. I took a vow to heal, not to hide or deceive.
Dr. Martin, you say that the evidence is circumstantial. Yet, norepinephrine was found in Mr. Chandler's IV bag and also in his blood. Now, since you were the only doctor administering medication at that time, how do you account for that?
I can see you've already begun. Please excuse my being late.
Not at all, not at all. We're just getting underway. Dr. Martin was making his statement.
Oh, well then, there's something that I need to share with the board before you finish.
Be my guest.
Dr. Martin is not the one that made the error with Adam Chandler's medication. I am.
Dr. Hayward, would you please clarify that remark?
Last night, I went over my notes and reviewed my files just in case there were any questions this morning. In doing so, I examined every case that I had handled on Friday, January 16th. It was then that I made the horrifying discovery.
Being?
There was a young woman who was brought into the ER. She had been in a car accident. I administered norepinephrine to stimulate her heart muscle. But before it kicked in, I had to open up her chest and massage her heart. Fortunately, she made it. But my records indicate that I grabbed 2 vials of norepinephrine. I used one in the ER, but apparently I didn't log back the second vial. Later on, I gave Adam Chandler his initial medication to bring down his BP. I can only guess that I confused the 2 vials. I must have been the one that administered the norepinephrine.
So you take complete responsibility?
It's the only logical explanation. Certainly, exhaustion is no excuse. We're all exhausted. But I had been on call for 40 hours that day. The hospital records will verify that. Perhaps I should have pulled myself off the roster, but I've always been a workaholic. Now, however, I have to concede to my limitations. I was up all night last night, sleepless, trying to come to terms with what had happened. How I could have made such an error that nearly cost a man his life.
Dr. Hayward, why were you so quick to blame another doctor? And with such vehemence?
Dr. Martin, I am deeply sorry for that. I jumped to the wrong conclusion because I knew your history at Stanford. Obviously, anybody can make a mistake, even perfectionist workaholics. That's quite an admission for me. I never thought it possible that I could make such a grievous error. Anyway, I'm prepared to receive any repercussions. I just felt it was important that I come forward to do the honorable thing.
Stuart, we'll have to incorporate you into the decor if you keep this up. Adam, I have to tell you something. Make it quick. Okay, last night, after the taping, it was very late. Yes, I'm sure they were very thorough. Yes. And then since I was here anyway, well, we're both grown-ups. Yes, of course we are. What is it, Stuart? You're my brother, Adam. I love you. Stuart, I know that. I'm not mad at you for helping Liza tape the contents of the house. You didn't betray me, if that's what's bothering you. It was Marion. Marion. I should have known. Of course, Liza would never be that petty. Marion put her up to it. I'm gonna wring her neck. That woman doesn't have a compassionate bone in her body. She's put together with pins of steel covered with the hide of a rhino. Not exactly.
His touch, Opal, it just sent shivers right through me. It was electrifying. I had orgasms in my toes, inside my elbows. Oh my God. Holy cow. Can I borrow that negligee? You can have it, but that's not what did it. It was him. That man is a virtual pleasure machine. Well, there is something about powerful men. You know, I expected brute force, but it was the tenderness, the exquisiteness of his lovemaking that just threw me into ecstasy. Oh, my God, Opal, I swear that man is an artist. An artist. Getting warm in here? And I am the lowest of the low. I went over there to protect my daughter from her husband. And now I want him for myself. Oh, my God. No wonder Liza didn't want to let him go.
But I thought you said she wanted the divorce.
She does.
So? Now she can get it. I mean, if you think about it, where's the problem?
Let it go. The worst is over. He left you out of it.
Joe, would you care to make the announcement?
Thank you, Fowler. Effective immediately. Dr. Jake Martin's suspension is officially lifted. This incident will be expunged from his file.
Thank you.
Welcome back to work, Doctor.
And the way I see it, you were the catalyst to everybody getting what they want. Well, except Adam. But then, on second thought, maybe Adam doesn't know what he wants.
Yeah, well, Adam and me.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure. I mean, last night didn't happen by itself.
Oh, well, we despise each other. I mean, we have this horrible, long history where we despise...
And now we know what's been fueling it. Passion as an undercurrent recognized on a subliminal level.
You think so?
Last night proved it. Sparks ignited and wham!
Oh, wow, the polytechnics were glorious. Oh, what about Liza? I can't go after her soon-to-be ex-husband, Opal.
Well, wait till he's an ex officially, and then an ex is an ex.
Well, maybe Liza will understand, you know. If she's happy with someone else, she might understand.
Why waste your time worrying is what I say. You go tell Liza that you have not only freed her of Adam, but cleared the path to his bank account. She'll kiss your feet.
I didn't expect to happen what happened. Stuart, I can't stand here and listen to you rambling. I have to get back to the hospital. But I have to tell you. Put it in a letter. That's a pretty good idea. A letter. Dear Adam, I seduced your mother-in-law last night. I think. It's no good. Dear Adam, Marion dropped by last night wearing this really flimsy thing and smelling so nice. No. Adam, I thought Marion wanted me, but she thought I was you. I should have worn my flannel PJs. Oh, Adam, it was just like the 4th of July. With all kinds of skyrockets going off. And it was... No, I can't say that. Dear Adam. Adam. You know, sometimes you say your passions get the best of you. Well, I guess I am your twin, buddy. Dear Adam, Marion does not have the hide of a rhino. Oh, this is a disaster.
Well, inasmuch as Dr. Martin's suspension has been rescinded, I suggest that the board reconvene privately in order to discuss the appropriate action to be taken in regard to Dr. Hayward's conduct.
Well, thank you all for hearing me out. I know that you're all very busy.
Yes, we'll be in touch.
Before you adjourn, there's one more matter that I believe I should bring to your attention. It regards a doctor here on your staff, Dr. Allison Doyle.
So, what'd you think?
Tonight, we honor Liza Colby and her sizzling performance. Bye-bye.